Hey up fans, I've just come across this video and I haven't even looked at it. Now, there's 3 individuals, 2 of them got murdered. Let's work out which 2 got murdered. Right, it's this one. Which 2 got murdered? Now, this is a psychological test. Man guilty of double murder after dumping bodies in suitcases. Right, so we've got 3 men. 2 of them look, they're older. The 2 on the right, the one in the middle and on the right's older. I would say the murderer is the guy on the left because he's younger. Right, so I haven't looked at this, I don't know, I haven't heard anything about this at all. The guy on the left is the murderer. I might be completely wrong. Let's have a look and see.
Albert Alfonso at their flat in West London in July last year. Police say he wanted the couple's money. Also ahead tonight, the couple, before putting their bodies in suitcases and trying to dump them from the Clifton Suspension Bridge, has been found guilty of their murders. 35-year-old Justin Andres Mosquera killed 62-year-old Albert Alfonso and his civil partner Paul Longworth, who was 71, at their flat in West London in July last year. 2 days later, he hired a man and a van to take him and their bodies to Bristol. A warning that this report from our correspondent Alice Porter includes details that some viewers may find distressing. In the dead of night, Justin Mosquera drags a suitcase towards Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol. One of 2 bags he claimed contained car parts. Instead, they were filled with human remains of 2 men he'd killed in London before transporting them across the country. His victims, a man he'd first met online, 62-year-old Albert Alfonso, and his civil partner, 71-year-old Paul Longworth. They all became friends. The couple visited Mosquera in Colombia, where he lived, and flew the 35-year-old, who was a porn star, to the UK to stay with them in London, while Alfonso and Mosquera would engage in extreme sex.
Oh my God.
These videos, played in court, show the 3 men in the weeks and days before the murders. The prosecution argued Mosquera was already planning the attacks.
Oh my God.
His laptop revealed online searches for fatal blows to the head. It was here in Shepherd's Bush in West London where the murder hitting him over the head with a hammer. Later, during a sex session, Mosquera stabbed Albert Alfonso multiple times with a knife, killing him. Mosquera then decapitated the bodies. CCTV shows a freezer being delivered where the heads were stored. The other remains were put in suitcases. A van with a driver hired to transport Mosquera and the bags to the bridge in Bristol 2 days after the murders. Mosquera eventually dumped the cases on the bridge. When passers-by became suspicious, he ran off.
The face is broken and it looks like it's been really heavy and there's blood coming out of it.
3 days after that, Mosquera was arrested at Bristol Temple delivered, where the heads were stored. Were called.
The case is broken and it looks like it's been really heavy and there's blood coming out of it.
3 days after that, Mosquera was arrested at Bristol Temple Meads train station.
What happened? Move your legs out to the front. Sit up. At this time, mate, you're under arrest on suspicion of murder.
Evidence in the case denying both murders, but admitting manslaughter of Alfonso by loss of control. But police found multiple video recordings of Mosquera calmly killing Alfonso, contradicting his story.
The video that we found of the murder is really shocking. Within seconds of the murder, he appears to dance, sings a short song, and immediately after that, whilst Mr. Alfonso is still lying on the floor, he's straight on the computer and starts searching for going into financial accounts and logging into bank accounts, etc.
Mascara would try to steal money from Albert Alfonso as he lay dying. It was a grotesque end for these lifelong partners who... Sky News. Alfonso by loss of control. But police found multiple...
And start searching for, going into financial accounts and logging into bank accounts, etc.
Mascara would try to steal money from Albert Alfonso as he lay dying. It was a grotesque end for these lifelong partners who unknowingly let a killer into their home. Alice Porter.
Well, that is a shocking story. Well, I'm just going to say the obvious things. Somebody from, was it Colombia? Yes, this is the thing with these Western civilization, with white people, that sometimes we seem to be out of touch with people from different cultures are inhumane, and that guy was inhumane. Come from Colombia. They were having, the guy was one of them was 71, the other was 62. They're gay. They're having sex sessions. You know, I mean, yeah, sex is great fun. Sex in any shape or form, but you need to get some kind of stability. You know, I'm not someone sound pious here. I mean, I've had my fair share of all sorts of activities. But the reality is, you have to settle down, regardless of whether you're heterosexual or gay or whatever the fuck you are. You have to stick with one person, and they had that guy for sex, and he fucking murdered them to steal all their money. Can you imagine how fucking ridiculous that is? Like, how that happened. I mean, it's not. I mean, it could happen the other way. I mean, you know, heterosexual situation the same thing could happen to us, right? But it's just fucking shocking, and how people that obviously these two men would have been fairly well off. The reason that men are well off in that situation is because they don't have women. Because women drain you, take all your money off you. But anyway, these two lost their lives, and the moral of the story is, you know, how did that come about? They obviously had some monetary superiority over that guy. I'm not trying to justify it whatsoever. He's an evil murderer. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye! It was quite an unpleasant one, but I was right. I looked at the picture of 3. Was it because of the skin colour? I think it was the age that the two looked like a couple, and it was just like a puzzle. It's like, who do you think was the murderer? You know, I think it was probably the young guy. I think it was really the fact that he was younger, rather than the fact he wasn't English. Well, one of them was Italian. It wasn't from Europe, Western Europe. Italy and England, and one was from Colombia. I think it was more the age, but maybe I'm just being deceitful. I just want to admit that there is instincts in us that judge people on where they come from. But I was right. But it's not like you could really. There wasn't a lot of choices, was there? One of them was a murderer. I got it right first time. I think most people would. Thanks for watching. Bye.